Today, I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this black bomber jacket. This jacket is 100% polyester and is rather a thin material, so it's more of an autumn and spring jacket rather than being a super warm jacket that you would wear out in cold weather. But it definitely works as like a windbreaker to keep you a little bit warmer, and you can wear around casually as a fashion statement. It has an O neck and long sleeves with a solid color. This jacket is pretty simple and straightforward. It features a metal zipper and 2 pockets, and also something that's unique about this one is the patch on one of the sleeves that has a quote on it, which I will get back to in a few minutes. You can see here in this picture on the inside of that metal zipper that there is a lining material that overlaps a bit, and it's got a really smooth metal zipper that doesn't catch or stick, and there's no threads in the way, so that part of the jacket works really great. The sleeves stay nicely in place. They've got a nice long length and go down to this elasticy material there at your hands, so it stays nicely in place and keeps your wrists and the top of your hands warm. That same elasticy material that's found at the bottom of the sleeves also lines the O neck. You can also find that same elasticy material at the bottom of the jacket. One aspect of the jacket that's not quite my favorite, doesn't quite work for me, would be the flaps covering the side pockets. So these pockets, as you can see, that little flap there, there's no closure to keep it on. It doesn't seem to serve a real purpose. If that pocket was up and down rather than being on the side there, then it could at least cover the enclosure of the pocket. But for me, they kind of just flap there, those openings, and don't really work. Really, I find that flap to be quite unnecessary with these pockets, and what I generally do with it is just tuck the flap into the pocket, and it is long enough in material length that it will stay put in there, and then it doesn't bother me and it feels like a regular open pocket. Overall, I really love this jacket. I love the silky feel of the material. I love the solid color. I love how cute it looks, either being opened or zippered closed. I love that elasticy O-neck shape to it. And it's just a cute jacket that you can pull out and wear on a chilly morning or just wear over top of your shirt. And it just has a nice look to it and a nice fit. There is, however, one aspect of this jacket that you can't quite tell exactly what it is on the product page, and in the product description it doesn't really tell you exactly what that is, and that would be the embroidered patch on the sleeve, which features a quote that you can't really see in the pictures very well, and it doesn't say in the product page what that is. And for me, that patch, if that patch wasn't there, this jacket would be perfect, but the quote on the patch just doesn't work. A closer look at this patch will show you exactly what I mean. First of all, the way that it's stitched on there, there's kind of those extra threads in between the words. You can tell from the top line that it is all set off and the words just slur into each other because they're not spaced out well, and then the next 2 lines don't match that. And then the bottom line, Waimea, I'm not even sure what that is or what that's supposed to be. So looking at this quote here, it looks like love doesn't co-assist to gazing each other, but in looking together in the same direction. Now when I checked with the seller, they said that what it's supposed to say is love doesn't co-assist ignoring each other, but in looking together in the same direction. And that doesn't make sense at all in English. First of all, the word coexist, C-O-E-S-I-S-T, I think what they may mean is consist, but doesn't consist ignoring each other, which that doesn't look like ignoring each other at all. It looks like they just ran out of room and jammed something in there. So when I've worn this jacket, people have remarked and said that it's so cute and asked me where I've gotten it, and then they'll notice the patch and ask me, oh, what does that say? And I've had to say, well, it doesn't quite make sense, and they look at it and can't piece together what it says or what it's supposed to mean. So all that I can think about this when I first saw it was of the quote from The Little Prince, which is, "Love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction," which is, you know, a nice quote. I'm not sure that I would embroider it on my jacket, but to me it looks like someone has taken that quote and gotten it completely wrong in translation and done a poor job spacing it out to actually put that there in the patch. So for me, the patch really isn't explained in the product description. I didn't know exactly what it was when I bought the jacket, and then as soon as I saw it, I was just confused, didn't know what I was looking at. It did get clarity on what it's supposed to say, but what it's supposed to say doesn't make any sense in English. So the patch on this jacket is a real problem for me, and the jacket would be absolutely perfect without it. I just wish it wasn't on there. It's not really done very well in the first place. It looks kind of messy, not neat. The spacing's totally off, but it's practically gibberish, at least in the first line, and doesn't have any context or make any sense, and doesn't quite fit on this jacket, to be honest. So that is my one problem, the one thing that I would change about this jacket. And if that patch were not on there at all, it would be absolutely perfect for my everyday use, which I still wear this jacket all the time. But every time I look at it or somebody asks me about it, I'm like, I know, it doesn't make sense. I really love this jacket. I think that it's a great lightweight jacket. I love the fitted look to it. I love that it looks cute and stylish and plain and straightforward, whether you're wearing it open or zippered shut. Most of the aspects of the jacket, what you see is what you get. There's no surprises with what you see on the product page. The one thing that is not true to that would be that quote patch that's on the arm. You don't get a good look at it on the product page. There's no close-up picture of it, and there's no description of it in the product description telling you what it says and showing you what it looks like. So that's the one aspect of the jacket where what I saw and what I thought I ordered was not what I actually got, because I wasn't clear what that was. And when I saw it, my first reaction was confusion and what is this and why is it on the jacket? So I still wear this jacket all the time. I love it. I hate when people ask me about the quote patch and what it says, because it just feels like somebody translated a quote, got it totally wrong, put it on there in a way that didn't look good, and it's on a fantastic jacket, just making it look a little confusing. So for me, this jacket would be completely perfect without that quote patch, and it would definitely be better if it was explained more so you knew what you were getting. Everything else about it was what I thought, and I think that it is so adorable. So that's the one disappointing aspect about this jacket, but otherwise everything else is made really well. It fits nicely, and it's just cute and stylish, and I wear this very frequently.